Hi, I'm Amy Shannon of Amy's Bookshelf Reviews, and this is the featured YouTube review. I reviewed the book Peter and the Ants, Part 1, Read to Me by Gary Gedall. Now, it's a children's book, and it is wonderfully written, and I always believe that even adults should read children's books, even if they don't have a child to read to. I think it's very important. Um, I think we can learn a lot about children that we don't realize. Not all of us remember what it was like to be a child. Anyway, I gave it a 4-star review and I called it an enjoyable children's story. Gedall pens an enjoyable story in Peter and the Ants, Part 1, Read to Me. I have read work from this author before and I really enjoyed it. Peter the Pixie is a wonderful children's story, and besides his adventure, he depicts kindness and gentleness. This is a wonderful I can read book and would be perfect for a child who can read, but also be perfect to read to a child and have the child read it back. It's very educational and has a great moral to it, and it's fun to read and really enjoyable. There's one part in the Peter the Pixie series. Peter's on a journey and found himself in a very cold situation. So this is a quote from the book. Peter shivered and began to do a little dance on the spot to warm himself up. So I really enjoyed that. I have read this one and the book, The Tales of Peter the Pixie, Volume 1, New Friends by Gary Gedall, where this part can also be found. Peter the Ants Part 1, Read to Me, is a definite recommendation by Amy's Bookshelf's Reviews, and I enjoy looking forward to reading many more stories by this author. Now, I've read a lot of work from this author, and each one is a bit different. So I think that him adding children's books to his, his repertoire, I hope I have that word right, and it's just something that is new and it is very adventurous. I enjoy the book so much, and I read it on my Kindle, so I decided to print out a copy of the cover of the book. And of course, the cover and all the purchase information will be at the end of the book. Uh, it's a remarkable book, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to read an excerpt from this particular story. So this is Peter and the Ants, Part 1. How are you feeling? Much better, and thank you. And oh, how wonderful. In front of Peter lay a pile of fruit. Did you gather that for me? We thought you would be hungry. You are very kind. No, we are sensible. You have not eaten, therefore you would be hungry. Peter had a thought, not a very good one, I might add. The smile fell from his mouth and his eyebrows knitted together. What do you want? We do not understand what you are asking. I mean, why are you being so nice to me? You must want something in return. And another thing, why do you keep saying we? Because we are part of a colony and we think together. Peter was in no doubt that what the ant was saying made sense to the ant, but it made no sense to Peter. And as for why we do these things, it is because it makes more sense for you to be alive than dead. Someday we might need your help. So you mean you went through all this trouble today because I might be able to help you in the future? Yes, that is sensible, is it not? Peter thought for a while, and then he thought for a little bit more. And when he was done thinking, he smiled. He said, that is very sensible. Yes, it truly is. So if you're a parent or a child, or you just know some kids that might enjoy this wonderful story, I highly recommend that you pick it up. It's something that will make you smile and make you realize that children and pixies and even ants, A-N-T-S, those ants, maybe ants, A-U-N-T-S, that's me, I'm an ant, knows a little bit of something about humanity. This has been Amy Shannon. Thank you and be well.